Hello whiskey hunters, welcome to Whiskey Whistle. I'm your host Mark and this is whiskey review number 82, Balblair 2004 travel retail release bourbon matured. Quite a long title. Now I haven't got the bottle, but what I've got is a sample that was offered to me when I purchased the 2005 regular bottling. So I've got a picture up there. Unfortunately, I don't have the bottle or the box to show you. Sorry about that, but let's just get right into that, okay? So this is the 2004 travel retail or duty-free release, distilled in 2004 and bottled, I believe, in 2014. Let me get that right opened and we'll get it poured. This is a 50 milliliter sample vial. I'm going to pour a little more than half in there. Touch more, I think. There we go. And get that closed up. Sadly, yeah, I just wish I had that bottle. What I will do is I'll just put up the 2005 bottle because I am going to be comparing them with each other somewhat. So I'll put that there. Here's the 2005. I think that's a little bit in the way, isn't it? Put it right over there, I think. There we are. Got my water, got my whiskey, and voila. Okay, so travel retail, bourbon matured. Now, don't have much to really say as I already talked a lot about the distillery in the previous review. If you didn't see that one, you can catch that on whiskey review number 81, I hope. Oh dear, I've lost my book. Where is my book? All right, sorry about that. Okay, so 2004, Balblair. I don't want to wait so long here because, you guys are busy and I don't want to keep you so long. I know my reviews are slightly on the long side. Hopefully that's all good knowledge though. Okay. So it's very different from the 2005, which I have right here, in fact. That's the 2005. Salted caramel. And a hint of tequila. Now that's with a bit of water added. This one is very gunpowdery. A little bit of caramel lurking back there. And quite potent. And I can already tell it's going to be much drier than the 05 release. And again, this is natural color. It's 46% ABV. And this is a light gold shade. I'd say it's slightly darker than the 2005. Now, that does have a bit of water added, but not that much. So I don't know if you can see the difference there. So what did I write down here? Light gold. This one, what I find with on the nose, well, we get a whole bunch of different things. Let me explain that, and first we'll have a very short advertisement right there. Okay, welcome back. Let's get on to the nose, shall we? Now, I don't like to mention other distilleries so much when I'm doing a whiskey review, but this time I'm going to mention it. This smells somewhat like Old Glenmorangie. And, well, they are fairly close to each other. In fact, only about, maybe 5 miles apart. There's a hint of peat in there, as you'd find with Old Glenmorangie. And I mentioned the gunpowder note, and a bit of wood smoke. And mezcal. I'm getting a bit of mezcal, the smell of mezcal coming through. So again, quite a lime lemon, lime and lemon sort of flavor, sort of scent. And a lot of ginger here, which I didn't notice as much in the 2005. Okay, we'll try that one. Cheers all. Some of that went down the wrong way. It opens with some sweet leather and a sweet sour beginning. It does develop a little bit sweet, but not that sweet. Oh, my eyes are watering. Pears and tea bags. Let's try that a little bit again. It's very aggressive. Maybe just slightly unsettled, but there's a lot going on there. Okay, so predominantly some leather, wonderful leather scent, a little bit less caramel, mezcal, lemon, lime, and ginger on the nose. Sweet and sour beginning, gets a little bit sweeter. Pear as a fruit note. Tea bags, excuse me, and just slightly off balanced. My goodness, this is giving me the hiccups or something. Okay, how about the finish? Quite dry. There's some vanilla there. The pears maintain a little bit of cereal, like a grain cereal, and licorice. Quite a nice licorice flavor, in fact, is left in your mouth. And the length is about, medium or so. Okay, we'll add a little bit of water. Let that mix through. Okay, let's get onto the nose now with water. There will be one more short advertisement right here. Now, I haven't mentioned that for a while. The advertisements, the advertisements that are shown here on my channel on WhiskyWhistle will hopefully go to support continued production of content, and not just whiskey reviews, but there will be lots and lots more to come. One thing to say, there's a fruit fly flying around here, and they really like Balblair for some reason, so that's pretty cool. If it's good for a fruit fly, it's good for me. Oh, not so funny. Okay. A little bit sweeter on the nose now. The leather is still very prominent. It smells a lot older than it is. I guess a 10-year-old whiskey. And some sweet spices are coming through. Okay, let's taste that now. Cheers all. So much sweeter. You still got the leather there. What did I write here? Pears and a bit of orange. It's much more balanced. It's a slight kind of Speyside-ish note in there in terms of the fruitiness. And what I find, if you give this some time, you will be delighted with some raspberry notes the longer you let it sit with water. And you can't see it now, but you'll also get a bit of Scotch mist developing in the glass as it's unchill filtered. Okay, one more time. The raspberry is beginning to come through. And it's reminding me now a little bit of another whiskey that I did that was 15 years old as a distillery edition. There's a hint there for you in terms of the leather and this raspberry note coming through. Okay, in the finish now, ginger is still there. There's some tobacco, some spice cake, like a carrot or zucchini cake with walnuts, and it's much, much longer. I really prefer this with a little bit of water added. You may feel differently, but that's how I feel. And I've given this 2 scores, one for water and one for neat, because I really feel this just changes so much. Not this one. This the 2004 here changes so much. So I've called this one the Chameleon. Okay, so the WhiskyWhistle whiskey score for 2004 Balblair bourbon matured will be 80 as a neat. Okay, so I've written here nice nose. It falls apart somewhat in the palate. The finish is okay, but then with water, I'm giving this 88 out of 100. So quite an improvement. It's really night and day in my opinion. And I've written here the complexity comes through. Okay, so the WhiskyWhistle whiskey score, 80 neat and 88, up to 88 with water. So do try that. Let me know what you think. I'd love to hear that. And as a final sort of a bit of a fun thing, what we'll do here, we're going to combine the leathery, Speyside-ish 2004 travel retail release, duty-free release, with the 2005 regular release. Put those together. And I won't have enough time to let that marry, but let's give it a try. Extremely complex nose now. Everything is there. The leather, the fruit, tequila, mezcal. Wonderfully balanced, delicious finish. I'd score that roughly around the same, between 88 and 90 for that one, for the combined 2004-2005. Anyway, so 90 out of 100 for Balblair 2004, the travel retail release. Thanks for tuning in. Tune in next time. Don't forget to subscribe and have yourselves a wonderful afternoon or night.